With Patrick here, we wanted to move him from his bike that he's been riding for quite some time, which is a road bike, which he's modified for triathlons, to a new triathlon bike. And you can see on his road bike that he was using a forward bent seat post and was actually sitting at a very typical triathlon frame-like angle of around 78 degrees or so. But that put him very far forward over the front of this frame, and accordingly he's mentioned that on descents and whatnot, that the handling of the frame would be quite dicey. There'd be speed wobbles and stuff, which is no fun at all. The other thing we wanted to look at was getting him a little less stretched out in front, get a little better skeletal support in front, and get him lower and more aero to try to close off some of this frontal area that the wind would be seeing as he's going down the road. So we also wanted to keep his saddle height about the same, because there was, based on his knee angle measurements that I took, there was no problem with his saddle height. He's been riding effectively this way for a while, so there was no reason to change that. So basically what we did is we got the effective seat angle forward a couple of degrees while maintaining the same distance to the pedals, the same knee angle, and dropped him down in front a good bit. But the combination being that it didn't really close off his hip angle anymore, it's just essentially rotated him down, and it's very easy to see that if we do the overlay. If you look at the left video here from the before, we're going to morph him into the after picture, and you can see very clearly the changes that occurred. Essentially, we took his identical position and rotated it down in front and up and back. And notice that his knee angle basically doesn't change, and that most relationships of his body don't change at all. He has just been rotated down and forward. Now I've got his shoulders essentially directly over his elbows. The knee-elbow gap is nice and tight, and we can see that we've lowered the profile of both the front of his torso and his back relative to where it was before. You can also see the advantage of the triathlon frame design in that the front wheel of the bike moves forward because of the slacker head tube angle and the greater reach design of this frame. We can see that now the front wheel is further out in front of him, which is going to improve his handling. In general, the wheelbase of the bike is longer too, and the rear wheel is tucked up a little bit further underneath the saddle. So in all these cases, this should make the ride of the bike much more stable for him as well. So all in all, hopefully we've got him a bit more comfortable, more aero, and he should be a lot stable and faster on this frame.